time smearing Trump 24/7. On Instagram, Michelle Obama accusing the president of spreading, quote, racist lies about her husband. In the same post, she dismissed real evidence about voting irregularities as a conspiracy theory. Well, the Democratic Party knows all about it. They fed us conspiracy theories for 3 years. But you know what was actually a conspiracy theory? Yeah, lies, fake news about Trump and Russia and Ukraine and ignoring Joe and Hillary's dirty dossier. Here's reaction. Blackout author Candace Owens, civil rights attorney, Leo 2.0. Candace, that's pretty hypocritical, I'd say. I don't know. They're the masters at the conspiracy theory.
Yeah, not only that, but they seem to be so miffed by the fact that so many Americans view them as a divisive couple. And look at what they're doing right here. This actually breaks the etiquette of basically every former administration has granted its successors the decency of their silence, right? When the Obama stepped into the White House, you didn't hear the Bushes criticizing them at every turn because it was always sort of the unspoken rule. It's a certain decorum. Let's just leave them alone because they share an understanding of how difficult it is to be in that position. To have your family reviewed under a microscope at every second of every day and have so many in the country hate them and so many people in the country love them. They have never granted that courtesy to the Trumps. And I think it's sad. I think it's sad that we moved in this direction where they can't just say, you know what, I'm going to respectfully remain silent. Instead, they've turned into activists, which in my opinion, it really diminishes their record and their own reputation.
You know, Leo, I can't think of a single Democrat that said, you know what, we were wrong on Russia and Trump. Not one. They didn't care. The Obamas never opened their mouth.
I'll tell you right now, Sean, it's very clear. And, the most important question in the law is why. Donald Trump got 73 million voters. And the problem that the Obamas see, and what I find that Michelle and Barack are doing, they are trying to reestablish the racism claim, which is false, because it's a form of power of keeping blacks on the Democratic plantation. You see, Donald Trump shattered all that. Because people like myself, Candace, we moved to the Republican side. So it's all about power. And to have a President Obama and a First Lady Michelle Obama lie about Donald Trump and his feelings towards people of color is to reinforce that. And that's why it's very shameful. And what's happening is this. People have woken up and they say, it's not true, President Obama. It's not true, Michelle Obama, because more blacks are moving towards Republicans. People of color, all colors, are moving towards the Republican Party.
Hey, Leo.
But this is a way to keep power, Sean.
How are Democrats doing with law and order in big cities? How are they doing with the education of our kids in big cities?
As far as you're asking
if you
me,
call it, I'll jump in here and say.
Please.
Candace.
I was going to say, I'll jump in and I'll say, if you call 75% of black boys that can't pass a basic reading exam in California success, and the Democrats are incredibly successful. If you call they can't find a single black child across 5 schools in Baltimore that are able to be proficient in math and reading and writing, then I would call them incredibly successful. This is what Leo was talking about when he says the Democrat plantation. Back when we were slaves, illiteracy was necessary to maintain a plantation mentality. The Democrats have now almost reorchestrated this by design through the Department of Education and making sure that our kids are focused on psychological conditioning, Black Lives Matter, wokeism, the left. We got to learn about white privilege, and they're not learning hard academics. And it's one of the great evils of the Democrat Party today.
And by the way, Barack had 8 years to fix it, didn't he? 4,000 dead in Chicago, his hometown, 20,000 shot. He barely mentioned it.
And I'll tell you right now, the black-on-black crime that happened during the Obama administration, the creation of Black Lives Matter during the Obama administration, they were a failure on racial politics, a total failure. And then you have Donald Trump, who comes in 4 years, blows away the Obama-Biden administration with school choice, with the lowest unemployment rate for black Americans, with the First Step Act, and more importantly, as Candace and I were talking about, funding historical black colleges. And school choice is the key to break the poverty cycle. That's why I'm on your program. That's why Candace is on your program, because of education.
Can you bring your hat next time? And I think you need to make one for Larry and for Candace.
Candace doesn't need it. She's way ahead of us. She's Candace 8.0.
No, she's 1.0. You're 2.0.
Okay, 1.0.
You're the one that finally got on board. Candace
I'm 2.0.
The first time I met Candace.
I'm 2.0. Candace is 8.0.
The first time I met Candace, she predicted to me African Americans are moving to the Republican
She's
Party.
right.
She's
right.
And so are you.
She's right.
All right.
She's absolutely correct.
Great call. Thank you both.